The morning mist clings heavily to Stony Lake, a silver veil over the silent water. David steers his small boat toward the center, his eyes fixed on the horizon. Nearby, a tall fisherman with a thick Russian accent sneers, gesturing dismissively. "Hey kid, why waste your time?" he calls out with a mocking laugh. Beside him, a second man with a wild ZZ Top-style beard lets out a pirate-like growl. "Go play with cards, boy. Leave the real fishing to the grown-ups," they shout across the waves. David says nothing. His jaw is set in a line of pure determination. He ignores the insults, maneuvering his boat toward a quiet, grassy corner where the shadows linger. He drops the trolling motor, cuts the engine, and casts his line, the lure slicing through the surface. On the distant shore, Henry, Shinji, Yumiko, and Emi watch through binoculars. Henry whispers, "He found the spot." Suddenly, David's rod jerks violently. He reels with precision, his movements methodical and calm. A massive bass breaks the surface, shimmering in the early light. As he glides past the two mocking fishermen, David holds his prize high. The Russian fisherman can only stare, his own boat empty and silent. David doesn't boast. He simply casts again, then a third time, working the water. On the bank, Emi hops with pure excitement, her voice carrying over the water. She sings, "David is going to win. David is going to win." By midday, the sun is a punishing weight. The heat beats down. David wipes thick sweat from his brow, his hands trembling with sheer exhaustion. He slaps his own face, the sting forcing him to stay alert. "Open your eyes, David. Get up and fish," he mutters to the empty air. He puts every ounce of his remaining strength into a massive cast. Then, a sharp crack echoes like a gunshot. The line snaps. David slumps in his chair, staring at the useless, broken string. "I should have let him run," he curses, the weight of the mistake heavy. But he does not quit. He quickly grabs a second rod. Nearby, the bearded fisherman has fallen asleep, his line trailing uselessly. At 11:50 a.m., the water explodes. A sudden, powerful tug pulls David's rod. This is the one. He breathes, letting the fish tire itself out. With steady, calculated pressure, he reels. Slowly, a 9-pound bass is hauled. On the shore, his friends erupt in a deafening cheer. But danger lurks in the shadows. Officer Banning watches from the dock, his camera lens clicking rapidly like a predator's teeth. "Those minnows look illegal," Banning mutters, a dark, predatory grin. David doesn't see him. He is locked in a final, grueling challenge. He dances around the boat, using the trolling pedal to keep the line from snapping. "Slowly, David. Don't break it again," he whispers, his muscles burning. As he finally scoops the monster into his net, as he motors back to the dock, the Russian fisherman calls out, "Finally giving up, kid?" David looks him in the eye, his voice calm and steady. "Actually, I've reached the limit." He holds up his catch, and the two men stand frozen, their jaws dropping in disbelief. The sun begins to set, painting the sky in bruises of purple and gold. The first day is over, but the war has just begun. As the boats line up for the second morning, the announcer's voice booms. "Welcome to Day 2 of the Stony Lake Largemouth Bass Fishing Competition. Everyone ready? Go fish?" The engines roar to life, and David prepares to defend his lead against the world.